Police are still trying to unravel a very complicated murder plot that we've been following here. 8 suspects have been arrested for allegedly killing a Florida couple. Now a 9th person has entered that mix. CBS News correspondent Kelly Cobiella has more from Miami this morning. Kelly, good morning to you.
Jeff, good morning. The double murder of Byrd and Melanie Billings shocked Pensacola, and new details are now painting a much more complex picture of both the Billings and their suspected killers.
Although 8 people have been arrested for the grisly murders of the Pensacola couple, the case is not yet solved, and robbery may not have been the only motive. Newly released police documents suggest Byrd Billings, a used car salesman, had enemies, according to the Pensacola News-Journal.
And he repossessed people's cars and, had a reputation of being something of a ruthless businessman.
Police are also investigating accusations that fellow car dealer Henry "Cab" Tice had some kind of role in the murders. Tice has not been arrested, but has been called a person of interest.
Henry Tice, he is a former business associate of Byrd Billings, and the two of them had a falling out some time ago.
Tice also had a connection to the accused triggerman, Leonard Patrick Gonzalez, Jr.
Mr. Tice is also considered to have sort of a father-son relationship with Leonard Gonzalez, Jr.
Gonzalez, in his own statement to police, denies that he committed the murder, but made shocking claims that there may have been a contract hit out on Billings.
He made a statement that several local auto dealers wanted him whacked.
The full truth behind the Billings death continues to elude police as they press on in the investigation.
There's a lot of interconnectivity among these people, and how it played out is still a mystery.
Police say 9 of the Billings' 17 children were home during the slayings, and several are believed to have seen the gunman. But the on-the-record reports from police are really creating many more questions at this point than answers. Jeff?
I'd say so. All right, Kelly Cobiella joining us from Miami this morning. Kelly, thank you. And joining us now exclusively from Pensacola is Escambia County Sheriff David Morgan. Mr. Morgan, good to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, sir.
Let's talk about Henry "Cab" Tice. Tell us who he is and exactly what he's being investigated for.
Well, he's a local car dealer who, again, as your previous reporter stated, has business dealings with Mr. Billings and an ongoing friendship with Patrick Gonzalez, Jr. He also has business holdings in Alabama.
It seems like Patrick Gonzalez, Jr., the alleged ringleader here, is trying to shift some of the blame to Mr. Tice. What do you make of those charges?
Well, I would say in this case, with the number of people that we have currently under arrest and facing their upcoming trials, there's plenty of blame to go around.
You had said originally you thought the sole motivation in this case was robbery. Do you still think that's the case?
We, in conjunction with the state attorney's office here in Escambia County, initially put out that premise, and of course it's a very solid one. It was a home invasion that led to a robbery, which unfortunately also led to a couple of murders. But that still is the basic premise of this case, yes, but we've also stated from the very beginning that as information was coming in, as you now know with the release of the public documents, we had this information early on, and we have been proceeding in that direction concurrently with the home invasion, robbery, and murder. So we never at any time discounted the fact that, or excuse me, the possibility, not the fact, that this could have in fact been a conspiracy, and it could have also been a contract killing.
Right, so Sheriff, let me ask you that. Given that there were some rough and tumble business dealings, do you think it's likely at this point that it is or was a contract killing?
Well, we're still gathering information. Again, one of the most bizarre things about this case is there seems to be no conclusion to it because of the number of people that are in fact involved. And every day we end up with 2 or 3 additional people that we need to interview. That's the conspiracy part of this case, which the level of proof to get probable cause to effect an arrest for a conspiracy is much, much higher. And so that's why this case is slowed to this point. We're still working on that area of the investigation. We're identifying the numbers of people that actually had knowledge that the Billings home was going to be invaded, if you will. Of course, I don't think there's several people that may not have known that it would eventually result in a murder, but we know that the web of people that had knowledge of this is very large.
All right, Sheriff David Morgan, always good to see you. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, sir.